All right. So now I wanted to ask you what your typical day looked like.
So right now, my days aren't super typical. They're always up and down. I have a business with my husband where we do online marketing, so I'm busy with that. So in between, I do some work with him, and then I have Twitter Spaces that I host a couple of times a week. So then I'll often stop and then go and host a Twitter Spaces. Sometimes I have interviews like this, so then that will be something that happens in my day, and then I go back to my computer to work on the copy that I have to write or answer customer service questions. Then I also have a community group that I run in Discord. And so once or twice a month, we meet on Zoom calls. So then
Mhm.
I set up those calls and talk with the people in that group about setting their goals and staying accountable. So right now my days are up and down, but something that stays consistent is that I always check in on Twitter. I engage with comments, I reply to people in DMs, I create content for Twitter, and that is part of my routine every day. Usually I do most of the catching up in the evening after supper for 30 minutes or an hour. It depends how much I have to do. And otherwise my days up and down with doing the spaces or being a guest in a space or a guest on a podcast, but then also doing the business stuff that I have to do. So it's not super typical.
Are you an early riser or late nighter?
I am like in between. And it's really weird because I'm not an early bird and I'm not a night owl either. I don't like to go to bed super early, but I don't go to bed super late. And I don't usually have a lot of energy. Like after 8 or 9 p.m., my husband gets a lot of energy. So he can work like for another 3 hours till midnight or 1 in the morning. And he gets so much work done. But I could be awake, but I'm drained. So my brain just doesn't function. So it's not worth me trying to work because I can't think anymore. But also, I don't wake up at 5 in the morning and do a lot of work. I like to get up like around 7 or 8 and then
Yeah.
start my day a little bit later. So I've always found that most of my energy is like between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., which is annoying because it would be nice if it was other times, but that's when I have the most energy. So that's why I set my Twitter spaces to be at 11 a.m. because I have energy at that time.